Hi folks, when we needed to make a warranty claim, we discovered we weren't covered in the way we thought we were. That experience taught us some valuable lessons, didn't it, Andy?
It really did.
And when Warranty Solutions Limited invited us to share our story, we thought it was a great opportunity to help all of you. Anybody else who's a motorhome owner, van owner, or anybody thinking of getting a warranty. If it helps you not make the mistakes that we made, or if you're thinking about buying a motorhome or a van or any other vehicle, then this video is for you. So watch carefully and we'll see you afterwards.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Evans from Warranty Solutions Group. We are here today at Van Love and I am joined by lovely Joe.
Hi.
Who has got a story for us around warranty.
We bought a warranty from a company and basically they promised us they would cover the lift, the profile bed and the wet room that are in the motorhome that's been converted for obviously my purposes. It was converted for the previous owner and it works for me. And we were fine. Andy paid his regular payments, nothing was going wrong. Then the lift failed on us. I think we were about 8-9 months, might have even been longer, as Andy would tell me. And so we made contact with them, said, you're covering us. We have a problem with the lift. It looks like, from what we're being told, it's going to need a new lift. So we did the usual. They wanted a report. We got them a report. They wanted pricing, we got them pricing. And then they came back and said no. And I said, hang on, why? And that took a while. That no went on for nearly 6 months before we finally got the why. And the why in their information was, your lift wasn't put in at factory setting. It was put in by somebody else. And I went, well, you knew this. We spoke to you about it. Anyway, long story short, they just said, well, I'm afraid we can't cover you. Now, my good friend, Matt Sims, Motorhome Matt, said to me, Joe, there's going to be a loophole. There's definitely going to be a loophole. Go back through the policy, really go through it, tooth nail, see if you can find something. And there was.
Yeah.
Section 4 of their policy.
I love how you
stated,
remember the exact one.
I did. Stated that it had to either be put in by the company who manufactured the motorhome, which was Swift, or by a factory authorised dealer, which was Coachville. And therefore, it was covered.
Yeah.
And I gave them this information. They said, oh, we'll have to speak to our underwriters. And another few months went past.
Yeah.
And by that time, I'd already contacted the Ombudsman to say, look, this isn't fair. We've now lost 6 months of money because the events had to all be cancelled because I couldn't access the motorhome.
Wow, so that whole process took 6 months.
Took 6 months.
Yeah.
I said, it's cost us money because we've lost. Didn't get the money back, so we've lost all that, and now we're buying a new lift. Yeah. And I said, and you haven't helped us at all. And the Ombudsman said, no, that's not okay. And they went to town. It dragged on 8 weeks, Andy, because they said we had to allow 8 weeks for them to respond.
Yeah.
So we did all that.
Up.
It did.
Yeah.
And then they came back to us and said, yep, it's no problem. We're going to get your money back. And I said, that was for the cost of the lift. What about the other money we lost? Because at first, they offered us £50 compensation.
Oh dear.
And I went, no way, no. On Andy's behalf, I said, no.
That's insulting. Yeah.
So then they said, oh, the most we can go is to 200, wasn't it, Andy? Or was it 250, something like that?
Around
and
200
I said, oh, and Andy said, well, let's just finish it, Joe. I said, but it's not fair, Andy. You lost more than that.
Yeah.
So I went back to the Ombudsman, because obviously by this time they're considering they've finished it, but they want to sign it off. They want to contact the Ombudsman.
Yeah.
And I went, no, you do what you said, I'll contact the Ombudsman. And I went back to them and said, look, I'm not being funny. They're so short with what Andy spent.
Yeah.
And they said, I can't promise anything, but leave it with us. And they got us the rest of the money. But in the background, Matt said to me, Joe, you're not going to stay with them, are you? I said, no, that's it, finished. The minute
Yeah.
they did the claim, that was what they said, and we said we would never go back to them again. He said, please go and see Warranty Solutions. They're on my approved list.
Yeah.
They will look after you. And I said, yeah, but will they put everything down in concrete because we can't come unstuck again? And he said, yes. And Tony was a wonderful guy, which I found out today,
Yeah.
that helped me deal with it all.
It's all about transparency, isn't it?
It was
really?
about because we said right from the get-go, we were really clear. We didn't lie about anything.
Yeah.
We laid it out, who'd put it in, where it had come from, what it was to do, and how important it was to the setup of the motorhome. That's the only reason why Andy bought it,
Yeah.
was because it had all these things. And they wiggled out of it.
It's why it's so important to have the right warranty, and also the
Exactly.
T&Cs.
Yeah.
People can catch you out on them,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people don't finally read through them.
No,
And because you
and I
trust people
do.
to do the right
Yeah,
thing.
no.
But it's about transparency. Some people aren't as transparent, and they will wiggle.
Andy always says I'm anal because I won't
But it
let
helped
him
you there.
he won't. He will not let me sign for him. He'll say, if I say to him, "You can't sign yet," why?
Yeah.
And there's this ream of paperwork about 6 pages long. And I said, because I literally have got to read
Well
through
done,
every
you.
single thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't,
Yeah.
It
Unfortunately,
just comes
some
back and bites
people,
you.
they're
Yeah.
just not. You can't trust everybody at the end of
you
the day,
really can't.
especially when money's involved.
No, exactly.
So yeah, this is why it's so important.
Yeah.
Tony, do you think this is a common occurrence and experience for a lot of people?
I think unfortunately it is. Some
Yeah.
people are just left with unwanted bills, and that's what we're here. Everything we do is a sense of fairness, fair to us, fair to the customer, and that's where we try to make common ground with all of you.
Yeah, and transparency. We really want to push for that. That it's about being open and honest rather than trying to hide things, which would have saved you so much time and
my
effort. It's not
God.
just about the money at the end of the day. It's
No.
about effort and
It
how
was
much it's taken from
stressful.
you. Yeah. Truthfulness, yeah.
Because Andy couldn't do the emails, and I was using my voice dictation to do all the emails backwards and forwards to this company, so that there was a paper trail. And it was just the whole block.
That's
You know,
exhausting. Yeah.
they did every time we said, but yes, but we've got this. You know, we produced all the evidence, and they just kept saying no. And then they dragged it, and then they say, got to go to our underwriters. That was a fond expression that I heard so many times,
Yeah.
which when then go for a month.
Does it make you feel like a human?
For a
Does it
month.
then when people
Yeah.
say that? Yeah.
And then they come back and they say, we want this. So I give them all that. And they said, oh, it has to go to our underwriter again. Another month. Like I said, 6 months of backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
And yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
so it's not always just about the money. I know
No.
that's a huge factor
No.
in it, but a lot of the time it's just the decency and feeling like you've been heard.
Well, we were
Yeah.
on hold. We were on hold, literally. I had to cancel everything we already had. And then we were on hold. Sorry about this, my nose is trying to run.
Don't worry. It's a
We-
hot day.
God. We were on hold without being able to plan anything for the future,
Yeah.
without being able to do anything.
And you feel stuck.
We couldn't go and
Yeah.
visit my daughter because
Yeah.
without the van, we didn't have any way of
Anywhere-
staying
yeah.
up there because she's so far.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous. It
People
really
don't
was.
realise
No.
how big it is,
No.
how much it impacts
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
It really
yeah,
did.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm
thank you
so
very
glad it's over.
much. And Tony, is there anything that you'd like to add around the warranty side of things?
I think just with us, every claim we look at is handled by a person, not by a robot, not by AI. It's physically handled by a person, and that person
Amazing. And if you want to hear more, then follow us at Warranty Solutions Group. Thank you very much.
And now I want to thank you all for helping us, because you'll also see this on our pod. So Andy and Joe Unlimited.
Oh,
Thank
amazing.
you very
Do you want
much.
to just say that again? So Andy and Joe Limited.
Andy and Joe Unlimited.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We're back.
Just like magic, as if we didn't move. If this video helps just one person avoid the mistake we made, then it really will have been worth making. Before you buy or renew any warranty, take the time to read the policy, ask questions, and make sure the cover you need is clearly confirmed in writing. Thanks for watching. This has been Andy It's all right, he's forgotten his name. He has moments like this.
Hello, everyone.
And this is Joe. Firstly, I want to thank you ever so much for watching the video. I really do hope it helps. We found out through Matt Sims how to solve the problem that we were in, only because he knew somewhere there must have been
Other
a
words,
mistake.
it's Motorhome Matt.
Yeah. For anybody who's never seen him, it was Motorhome Matt, who I can't thank enough. And Warranty Solutions,
Oh, fantastic.
who we really can't thank enough, because they have reassured us, taken us on board, and we are fully covered for our lift, the wet room, and my profile bed. And for those who've been following, you'll know how much trouble that lift was.
Yeah, they were really, really helpful.
So we would like to thank you for watching, and we hope you will
Thumbs up.
and comment if you have any comments, especially if you have any stories or any questions. Please drop them in the comments.
And
No, hold on a second.
oh, wait a minute.
And please subscribe, which means
Don't forget the dingle bell. Mustn't forget that dingle bell.
he's never ever gonna get, is he?
I think that's great.
Yes, darling. Okay. And on that note, it's a bye from me,
And bye from me, and don't forget that dingle bell.
and we hope you'll join us on the next adventure. Take care.
Bye
Bye
from
for
me.
now.